Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Etta. I have a video for you that I've been excited to open up to smell, sniff, check it out. I don't know if you could see, it's extremely dark out there because it's been raining pretty much all night, I think, and off and on pretty heavy. Let's see, try to fix my camera just a little bit. Okay, so, and it's off again. Sorry, it drives me nuts when it's off. Well, okay. Anyways, I had 3, I would say boxes, but 2 of them are boxes. One was a bag that came in yesterday. And I have 1 that's supposed to get delivered today. And I'm super excited about it. So the 3 that came in yesterday, 1 is the video I'm doing today, which is the Candle Nurse. The second one was I finally ordered my Bring Back My Bars from Scentsy, and they got delivered yesterday. And the third one was the coffee sampler that I had gotten from Brita. So I'm going to space those videos out. No sense in doing them all in one day, and then I have nothing to share with you in a couple of days. And then the one that's supposed to come today, I believe, is my pre-order from the pharmacist's daughter that I had done. Like, you could do like customs. And so that's supposed to get delivered today. So anyways, let me share with you. Let's see, can I show either side of this box? Not really, because my address is on one side, and then I think the postal service writes my address with a big marker on the other side. So anyways, here's the box. I'm saying I can't show you, and I'm showing. Everything is packaged so nicely. It's got like thermal wrapping like on the top and then all around the sides. This is phenomenal. Let me just say that, because I believe that Emily is in Arizona. I think that's what it is. And so her being there and me being in the Houston area, I know she can appreciate the heat and, you know, having everything hopefully show up in a good, in a good way in the heat of the summer. So anyways, so not only was it had the little thermal on top, like I said, it's got the thermal all around the side, and it has an ice pack, and then it still has more, like I'd say I think this is like protective for in case this sweats, that it doesn't get everything like wet. That's my thought. I could be wrong, but I think that's what that's for, because there's another one inside the bag around the ice pack or the cold pack or whatever you want to call it. All right, so then you still have more beautiful wrapping in there. We've got a card that says, "Your order made my day. I hope this package makes yours." Well, it sure did. It said out for delivery. I kept looking at the front door over and over again. So there is a little note on the back that says, "Hi Etta, thank you so much for your purchase. Warm wax 4 weeks after pour date on labels. Enjoy, Emily," and then the initials for the Candle Nurse, TCN. So got that. Thank you so much for that. And then, so again, her name is Emily. Her name is Emily Dominguez. And it's got all her different handles on here. So I'm going to put this up so that you could see it. Hopefully it's clear. Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn on one of my lights. I'm going to step around just real quick so that hopefully this is bright enough for you. Sorry about that. I figure especially with, well, I mean, it's not even, it's like 6 something in the morning. 6, at this point, 6:49. So I still have time before work, and it's so dark with the rain and stuff. I was like, I need every light on that I can get. So, all right, so I showed you this. Hopefully it was bright enough. And then the other side just says the Candle Nurse. I love her little design. Let's see if I can read this. Elevate your space, nourish your soul. Very, very nice. I know she, obviously, Candle Nurse, right? She's a nurse, but she did leave her position and to do wax, but she's also in school for nurse practitioner. So, and she has a family, so I can just imagine her life is extremely busy, very busy. All right, then here's my invoice. It says happy warming, Emily, the candle nurse, and it's got a really cute sticker. Let me cover up my address on there so you can see how cute that sticker is. And everything that I ordered, like I said, I had to I think there was a couple of blends that I didn't even read the description, because I got to the point where I was like, I already have to take like 1 or 2 out of my basket. I was like, I don't have any business reading anymore, because I'm gonna want more. So I did get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I originally had either 10 or 11 in my basket, and I was like, I really need to, let me get a smaller amount, try it, make sure it works in my home, all that, and then, or sniff it and then decide, yeah, I shouldn't, but I know me, I probably would. All right, so very cute tissue paper. It's got a sticker that says, thank you for supporting my small business. Love it. Brag about it. Snap and share. Cute strawberries. It is kind of early in the morning. I've been up since around 2:30. Around 2:30. Xena, which if you've never been here before, Xena is my my big dog, my Doberman. She decided, I don't know if it was like thundering and I just didn't hear it, or there was lightning, or she had a bad dream. I don't know what it was, but all of a sudden around 2:30 in the morning, she was at the bottom of the stairs, and I could hear her like trying to come up the stairs, but she doesn't like the stairs. And I thought, okay, maybe she'll just give up and she'll go back to the sofa. Maybe she'll give up. Maybe she'll give up. About 15 minutes later, she finally came up. As soon as she came up, I was like, of course, she jumped on the bed. I didn't have the bed ready for her. So I was like, come on, let's go. So I got up, came back downstairs. I was going to cover myself with my blanket, which she had already pulled down. And as soon as I like put it on, I had it on my legs because I was going to extend it. As soon as I did that, it was like, she was like, oh, thank you. And it just went plop and plopped down right on top of the blanket. And proceeded to, give me the old, rub me under my chin thing. And I'd try to stop and she'd start licking me like, come on, do some more, do some more. So I've had a very long morning already. All right, so here is the beauty. I love this kind of tealish, turquoisey kind of paper. I love that color. And it's the same color as the wax. I'm trying to grab this with my fingers. I don't have long fingers, so it's hard. All right, so there's some candies in there, and then all the wax that I got. So I got a Jolly Rancher in watermelon stick, and Airheads in grape. I'm personally not eating, I can't say I'm not eating candy. I'm not eating sugared candy. I buy the peanut butter cups from Chalk Zero, and I try to enjoy those when I need some candy. But I've got kids that if I see them, I'll be like, here, you want some candy? All right, let me start, because I'm already 8 minutes in and I haven't even sniffed a single thing. All right, so the first one that I pulled out that I picked up is called Beach After Dark. And if I remember correctly, this is her custom blend to kind of dupe Beach Nights, right? It's not a dupe of Beach Nights, it's her version of it. And so it's s'mores, beechwood, salty sea air, fire roasted marshmallows, and creamy vanilla. And this particular one was poured 7-3. She's got the scent notes and the pour date, and she said to wait about a month. I have said before, I tend to let my stuff sit for about 2 months, but I'm gonna test this one and see if the 1 month mark works for me. All right, so Beach After Dark, her version of a like a Beach Nights. That smells so good. I tell you what, I love Beach Nights, but and I know a lot of people do. sometimes I get the scent, and then sometimes I find it extremely light for my nose, maybe because it has so many bakery kind of notes in it. And I struggle with bakery. Like, my nose does not want to smell bakery unless it's a kind of a strong scent, like a caramel or something like that, that can be kind of, intense. But so this has s'mores, it's got fire roasted marshmallows, creamy vanilla. Those are all scents that my nose is like, yeah, right, good luck. But I can smell this really well. I can smell the s'mores. It's like you get a little tiny bit of a chocolate note, and I usually do not like chocolate in my wax, but love chocolate, but I don't normally like it in wax. But with the s'mores, it's just kind of a little tiny note in there, just to add a little something, a little nuance to the scent, but it doesn't scream chocolate. And you get the fire roasted marshmallows. I think I'm getting some vanilla. And then I think for me, the base becomes like the beechwood and the salty sea air. That is really, really nice. It's like almost a sophisticated bakery, because I really can smell the s'mores and the marshmallows and the creamy vanilla. That is really, really good. Let me pull out one of them just so that you could see. Like I said, I love the color. So these are perfect for popping one whole piece into a warmer. All right, I better move on, or this video will be way too long. All right, so the next one is called Ruby at the Crossroads, and that's in reference to Supernatural. Love Supernatural. Watched it from beginning to end, and I've rewatched many episodes since then. So Ruby at the Crossroads is tobacco leaves, vanilla, spicy cacao, like a little bit of paper on there. Okay, spicy cacao, tonka bean, tangy cherries, alluring rose, and woods. And this one was poured on 624. Immediately my brain started going, ooh, 624. It is now, today's Friday, the 26th. Yes, that's a month. That is a month. That means I get to test this one. Ruby at the Crossroads. All right. How many of y'all are Supernatural fans? Love Supernatural. Oh, that's really good. Really good. Okay, I feel like I'm getting the cherries, right? And it says tangy cherries. And when I think tangy cherries, I already feel like cherry comes across a lot of times in scents is kind of tangy, right? Because it's kind of that sweet, tangy, intense maraschinos kind of scent. This one, no. This one, my husband puts it in certain drinks, but like the Bing cherries or whatever, they're like really dark or whatever. I've never eaten one, so I don't really know. But that's what I picture, right? Like an intense flavor. Well, no, I don't want to say intense, because I don't want you to think that the cherry comes out big time. It does not, but it's not overly, it doesn't have like an overly sweet smell, and it doesn't have a tangy smell. Maybe because of the way it's blended with everything else. Oh gosh, that's really good. And I think between the cherries and those who may think, oh, I don't like rose, you're not going to smell this and think I'm smelling a rose. At least I don't. And if it's there, it's kind of like when I was talking in a video yesterday, I think it was yesterday, about fruity floral, that sometimes my brain doesn't actually decipher the floral, even though I think my nose does. My nose is probably deciphering the floral part of the alluring rose. but it's blended in there with everything else so well that I don't smell this and think, oh, it's a floral, it's got rose and it's powdery, or there's this richness to the scent, and I would think, I wouldn't even know. I would assume tobacco leaves, the deep rich cherry scent, the rose and the woods, and probably even the spicy cacao. I tell you what, the only one I feel like I can really smell is the cherry and the tobacco leaves. I feel like I can smell tobacco leaves, but even then, the tobacco leaf to me in here, my goodness, I can't stop smelling it. It smells that good. Even the tobacco leaf in here almost reminds me more of, you went to a cigar shop, or what was a cigar shop, and they moved 2 or 3 weeks ago, and all the inventory has been gone, and you walk into this place, and it's a very wood place, right? Like one of those, like I've said before, one of those libraries with the absolutely gorgeous wood all around. So you have that hint of tobacco leaf, but it's not like the inventory's there and you're like, wow, I smell tobacco everywhere, right? No, it's the hint. It's there, but okay. I am so glad this one is ready, because I am testing this one today. This smells fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, look at that. Yeah, she had me kind of at the supernatural things. So the next one I grabbed out of the box is Winchester. And this one is Fraser Fir, Cashmere Cream, Sugar Cookie Royale. And this one says it's got a pour date of 7/18. So not ready on this one, but that's okay. I'm going to be working on Ruby. Oh, I love Fraser Fir. This is perfect for after Thanksgiving to Christmas for me. That's when I'm more of a seasonal melter. I will do mood sometimes, depending on if it's just that intense that I'm really in the mood for something. But if not, I'm more of a seasonal melter. You get the Fraser Fir scent, but the Cashmere Cream and the Sugar Cookie Royale, and I would venture to guess more the Sugar Cookie Royale, soften that Fraser Fir so that you get the scent, but you don't get it hitting you in the face. At least not on cold. I know that people talk about, what is it, lavender cookies, or, you know, where you like certain desserts and then you put like little lavender in it or whatever. This, to me, I smell it and I feel like, okay, the sugar cookie, and somebody somehow or another got some Fraser Fir in it. I can't imagine you can do that, but that's what this makes me think. Or you went to a party, or you went to somebody's house and they've got, you know, their tree up, and you can, but it's like not in the next room, but in the room after, because, you know, the tree scent can be quite intense. So you're smelling that Fraser Fir from a distance, but you're in the kitchen where there's some cookies. It smells really good. All right, the next one in the box is called Bandit Panda. I watched all 4 of the videos where and if you haven't done that, you need to go check out her YouTube channel, especially, you know, if you're like, well, I kind of think I might want some of these, but I don't know which ones or whatever. And I'm probably not doing a very good job of describing them to you, but if you go to her YouTube channel, she has like a 4-part series. I think she's gonna do more, but I've watched the 4 that were out there, where she gives you like where the name came from, who it may have been named after, or what it may have been named after. She talks about the scent notes, and she gives you a better description of the scent, way better than I could give you. So check out her YouTube channel. Go find those videos, and you'll understand better than what I'm telling you. So, Bandit Panda. Smoky vanilla embers, humidor type, and creamy vanilla. I didn't realize that there was a type called humidor. That sounds interesting. Larry kind of made himself a makeshift humidor. I forgot what box we had. We had some really nice wooden box, and then he got the little gauge for it and all that. And, you know, he doesn't smoke that many cigars, but, you know, he might pick up 2 kind of thing, and so he'll keep them in there. I love walking into a cigar shop or a store that has like a closed off cigar area. I love that smell. I don't like cigarette smell, but I do like cigar smell. Wow. Okay, I was not hit in the face, but I got a very, what I would think is the humidor type. That's what I picked up when I opened this. And then I get like the smoky vanilla embers. It's like a tiny bit of a smoky note. But if you think of a humidor and the cigar, it almost evokes the thought of smokiness. Wow. This one was poured 7-4. Did I even show you? I think I did, but I'm going to show you again. My fingers are in the way. 7-4. So July 4th. Do it. Okay, so you didn't even take a day off for the 4th of July. I tell you what, this one came out great. Okay. I would imagine humidor type is probably a cologne, would be my guess. I would say it borders on a cologne manly scent. So if you don't like if you like manly but you don't like cologne, I still think it borders on cologne. I'm not going to say it doesn't. But the scent is fantastic. I mean, to me, okay, let's think of the ones that are from Replica, right? By the Fireplace, Whispers in the Library, Jazz Club. They're all colognes or perfumes, right? But we love it in wax too. And, you know, it's got to have a bit of that cologne perfume note to it. But, you know, it's not I've been doused in cologne kind of scent. It's so far Bandit Panda is my favorite, followed by Ruby at the Crossroads so far. But of course, I love masculine. So that's my favorite, followed probably by fruity, then floral, and I don't know. I like all of it. Except my nose just doesn't want to pick up bakery. I love it. I just, you know, but if I had a category to pick, I'm always going to go with masculine first. All right, so the next one I picked up is called Lionheart. And this is, so it's got Beach After Dark, which I said was her version, says House Blend, her version of Beach Nights. So Beach After Dark, Palo Santo, and Fire Roasted Marshmallow. And I thought, yeah, let's give that one a try too. And 6/12. Ooh, definitely over a month. Shoot. Pretty close. It'll be the 2-month mark, which is what I usually like to wait. So, yay. And her Beach After Dark smelled really strong when I smelled it. And that one was poured 7/3. This one's a few weeks before that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely get the Beach After Dark because I can smell that s'mores scent again. Doesn't Okay, I was about to say, wait, doesn't the Beach After Dark have fire roasted marshmallow? It does. And then this one has fire roasted marshmallow and Palo Santo. So it's got extra fire roasted marshmallow and some Palo Santo. I love Palo Santo. Love it. Oh, look. Oh, there's the 6 pieces. I don't know. 612. I don't know if it was a rough day. I don't know if you were like super tired, but somehow I got my 6 pieces in the bag. Right? It's supposed to be a bag with 6 pieces, and that was in there. I was like, what is that little thing? Look at that little cute little flamingo. My goodness, this has got to be the strongest beach nights that I've ever smelled. And I'm not saying strong like it's gonna blow you out the room kind of scent. It's just my nose is picking it up really, really well. And the Palo Santo is blended in there very, very well. I do get an extra wood kind of note to it, and that's got to be the Palo Santo. And maybe, I can't be sure because I don't have just her Palo Santo. But I feel like the Palo Santo is woody and ever so slightly like masculine-y, right? Like the little, I don't smell cologne, but I feel like it's got that little bit of a vibe of that. It's really, really fantastic. All right, a couple more, right? Because I've done 5 and I got 8. Oh, I saw a sample in there. Thank you. Oh, this one's called Come On, Sammy. So I know Sammy is, I think it had like a dual reference when I watched the video. Like it had something to do with Supernatural, right? Sam from Supernatural. But her brother's name is also Sammy. So this was named after her brother. And I remember talking about he's got a man cave and how she noticed that he was kind of getting into candles, and she was inspired by that to make something for him. So I love listening to that stuff. That's another reason I'm like, go watch that. I mean, we watch each other's videos because we want to know more about each other. I think that's a great way to know more about her and what inspires her. So go check out Emily's YouTube channel, The Candle Nurse. So Come On, Sammy is smoky vanilla embers, sandalwood, cedarwood, leather, love leather, rich amber, love that, Palo Santo, love that, and creamy vanilla. Yeah, that sounds so good. And I'm wondering, I don't know if Emily's going to see this, but I'm just wondering, what did your brother think of the scent? I mean, I'm guessing he probably loved it. I haven't smelled it, but just looking at the notes, you know, and the fact that you created it for him, I would think that, you know, he loved that too. But just wondering. Pour date 5/25. Yes, this one's 2 months. Oh yeah, this one's ready. This one is like major ready. All right, now the bag don't want to open. These bags are super duper thick. These are kind of like the ones I would say that Beth uses. I remember the first time I got one from Beth that was like this. I was like, what are these, like 4 mil thick? I mean, yeah, 4 mil, 6 mil. These are really thick. I'm like, I don't have to double bag at all. This is really, really good. I'm getting the wood from, I mean, you got cedarwood, sandalwood, Palo Santo. It could just be the conglomeration of all of them together that I'm smelling. I kind of feel like I'm getting Palo Santo. This one is really, really, really well blended. Ever so slight smoky scent, but not, I don't get smoky. Like, I know some people, like I was watching Aubrey last night and she was talking about how she's like, don't come after me, but I'm probably the only person who doesn't like around campfire. She's like, she likes to go camping. She likes campfire. She just doesn't want her house to smell like it. So when you see smoky vanilla embers, now I don't get like smoky, like around the campfire where you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, like that kind of feeling. Or if Aubrey, you've been doing Scentsy long enough, chilling and grilling was one of those where you're almost like and it's not smoky, it's just the intense scent that it has. Well, it's grilling, it does a little bit. This is really, really nice. I would say these are definitely up my alley. I don't want to say, if you've watched my channel for a long time, I don't necessarily want to say Etta kind of scents. They absolutely are. But because I love masculine, you may tend to think, oh yeah, it's cologne-y. This is not the least bit cologne-y. Not at all. It's just what I would consider masculine, or woods. Like, I like to, when I look at Scentsy and they have the categories, I see woods, and that's where I would tend to put all the masculine type scents. That one's very well blended, because I don't get a strong anything. Like, you would think leather would be like popping out at you, and cedar wood, and no, it's just this really nicely blended, almost like this is my imagination, speculation, almost like Emily was like, well, Sammy's not going to want something super strong leather or super strong cedar wood or amber, or so I'm just going to add like a nuance of all of it, and then it just creates this absolutely gorgeous scent. And it does. All right, second to last one before sample that I saw in there. This one's called My Old Fashioned Love. I did show you Come On Sammy, right? Dang it. I'm losing my mind here. It's early in the morning. I'm blaming it on Xena for waking me up at 2:30 in the morning. I'm already tired. My Old Fashioned Love. Vibrant bergamot, fresh basil leaf, oak moss, love those scents, white patchouli, tobacco leaves, vanilla, fire roasted marshmallow. Yeah, now I remember why I got this one. This one's got a pour date of 6/18. Another one that's a month. All right, so I like bergamot because it tends to be in those scents that I like. Fresh basil leaf, I think that sounds very interesting. Oak moss, love oak moss. Patchouli, love. Tobacco leaves, love. Vanilla, what's not to like, at least for me. And fire roasted marshmallow, which for me are just like blending pieces, right? To give it either sweetness or something else. My goodness. Okay, now you're making it hard for me to pick a favorite. My goodness. I would say, based on what I'm smelling, I feel like I'm getting vibrant bergamot, oak moss, and tobacco leaves. That's what I feel like I'm getting. And even then, this is the kind of thing that you read all those notes, and obviously first thought is, wow, what is that going to smell like, right? Like, will I like all those scents? It's like, I did one yesterday that I was like, it's got Nag Champa. I can smell the Nag Champa. It was distinct to me, right? It smelled a little sweeter and stuff because of the other stuff that was in there, and maybe even a little softer. But I was 100% sure it was in there, even if I hadn't seen the notes. This is one where it's spectacularly gorgeous, but I could not with any certainty tell you that's in there. That's in there. That's it. No. I could make speculation as to what I think is in there without having notes. I'd probably be wrong. It's just gorgeousness. beautifulness. There's this, I almost want to say, when I was saying beautifulness and gorgeousness, I almost wanted to say like a spiciness, but I don't want to say spicy because there's not a spicy note to it. Like, there's just certain scents that give you a certain feeling, and it gives me like this warm fuzzy feeling of that is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So my old-fashioned love. Yeah, well, that's my new fashion love. Love that. And then the last full bag that I got, oh yeah, I remember this one now. Ashes to Ashes, which is By the Fireplace type. Just talking about that when we were talking about colognes and perfumes. By the Fireplace, smoky vanilla embers, toasted marshmallows, sugar cookie royale, and palo santo. And it's got a pour date of July 4th. Again, busy lady on the 4th of July. Ashes to Ashes. Okay. I do love By the Fireplace is my favorite from Replica, and Jazz Club is my husband's favorite, so I love this scent. First thing I pick up that is Sugar Cookie Royale. It was in a, and now I know it was the scent I was picking up in a blend that I was smelling. I don't know if it was the last video or the video before that. Oh, I think it was the video before that it had like cookie, I said, right? It had like 4 notes. They all had cookie in it. And I was like, one's got like a weird note and one's got a sweet note. Now I know the sweet note was coming from Sugar Cookie Royale because that's the same note I'm smelling. It's sweet, but not overly sweet. Another one that I'm almost having a hard time finding By the Fireplace. I feel like I can kind of feel it, sense it, smell it, but in your brain, like when you see By the Fireplace, if you've had the perfume, cologne, whatever you want to call it, and and you've worn it, you have a certain scent that you smell, right? It's like I'm expecting to really smell that. I'm smelling some of it. I'm smelling like pieces, parts, it seems like. But I think it's the way it's blended with the other stuff. Like this would be a variation. You could almost make it a variation perfume, but I don't get a strong perfume scent from it. I don't actually. Yeah, I think the Sugar Cookie Royale keeps it from smelling like a perfume to me. That is really, really, really nice. But personally, I smell Sugar Cookie Royale the most. Okay. Still good. Just I smell Sugar Cookie Royale the most. And that scares me because of the fact that I don't smell bakery that much on warm. And, not one, but I got 2 samples. Thank you. It's 2 more opportunities to smell something else. All right, one is in the shape of a cactus, and it's in the scent Long Winter's Night. Pine, fir, lemon, marine, mint, eucalyptus, musk. Wow, I'm going to be reading for the next 2 minutes. Let me start over. Pine, fir, lemon, marine, mint, eucalyptus, musk, sandalwood, patchouli, cedarwood, vanilla, palo santo, and fire roasted marshmallow. That's a lot of notes. This was poured on 7/17, so this one's not ready. You see all the notes? Look at that. It is a long list. Long Winter's Night, and it's a long list of scents. That's a lot. Hats off to you, Emily, that you could actually get this many notes and create a blend. Like, I think after a couple, I would have screwed it up. I would have been like, well, nope, I shouldn't have added that one in there. That's awesome. Ooh, I smell pine. I smell eucalyptus. A tiny bit of mint. My goodness, I don't know that I could pick out everything else. I think I'm getting the fir too, because it's not just pine that I'm smelling. I love fir. I'm not a pine person, but I do love fir. And the pine's not super strong. And I did get the eucalyptus, especially when I first opened it. I kind of think I might be getting the marine. That is really, really nice. Again, hats off to you that you could actually blend that many things and still wind up with something that smells great. Fantastic. I'm amazed. I'm in awe. All right, and the second one, like little paws. Nina's paws are way bigger than that. Is in the scent Beach Linen, Caribbean Sunset, Beach Cabana, and Salty Sea Air. Poured on 6/27. I can't talk today. Poured on 6/27. Oh my gosh, 41 minutes. I am so sorry. So sorry. Oh, that's good. Definitely beachy, like in the sense of, for me, like tropical fruit with a little linen in there. The Salty Sea Air. I don't know if it's the Caribbean Sunset or Beach Cabana. I don't think I've ever had either of those, but one of those has some kind of like fruit note to it. That is really, really good. Okay, I got to cut this off because I've already gone way over what I wanted to do. My goodness, super, super long. Okay, my favorites. Really quick. Oh, gosh. Okay, top three. They're all great, but top three. Oh, I think I'm having a hard time choosing number one. So let's just say 1, 2, and 3. I don't know which order are going to be My Old Fashioned Love, Bandit Panda, and Ruby at the Crossroads. Those are my top 3 based on cold sniff. Could change on warm, but based on cold sniff, those are my top 3. And oh gosh, who knows? I may go back and get some other ones because those smell really good. So anyways, if you haven't checked out the Candle Nurse, I believe the website is mycandlenurse.com. Go check it out. She's probably still has some. I know some of them she said she was low on, but go check it out. Go to her Facebook page. I already lost the little card. What did I do with the card? Oh, here it is. Okay. All of her information for social media. Again, Emily Dominguez, the Candle Nurse. The Candle Nurse. Everything is fantastic. Awesome launch for your business. You've definitely shown me that you know what you're doing when it comes to blending and creating blends. This is fantastic. Thank you so much for taking that dive and deciding to do this, because I think we're all going to be the better for it. So thank you so much. And everyone, until next time, enjoy your scents, enjoy your day, and enjoy your journey. Talk to you later. Bye.